Hello everyone, welcome back to my Sims 2 Uberhood. My name is Brianna Peppers and today we are in downtown and we're going to be visiting a single sim living over here in an apartment all by herself. This is actually Beatrice Monty. Beatrice Monty is the daughter of Antonio Monty. You may remember if you begin a fresh Veronaville, Antonio Monty's a single father because his wife has passed away and he has twins, Benedict and Beatrice, to take care of. So Beatrice is all grown up. She doesn't have a bio or anything. She lives in the Tech Center Flats, which is an apartment building that I added to downtown. I don't know if it really matches the vibe of downtown, but I put it there because it's one of my favorite apartments and I liked it because at first Beatrice and Benedict were living together. You may remember from the Miranda Capp episode back when we were still in Pleasant View that Miranda Capp and Benedict Monty have now gotten married, so Benedict has moved over to Pleasant View to live with Miranda and their daughter. Not much is going on with Beatrice right now. We're going to go in and see what she's up to. Here we are in the Tech Center Flats apartments, and Beatrice Monty actually lives on the, I think this is the third floor. Yes, 1, 2, 3. She lives right here on the third floor. Like I was saying, originally she did share this apartment with Benedict, and she probably lived here with him maybe in, you know what, I don't think that they lived here in the introductions. I think they were still in college. I'm sorry, it's been so long, I genuinely have no idea. Anywho, this is the apartment, and we have a guest. It appears Lucy Goth is here hanging out. Oh, and her maternity wear just came through. Beatrice has just graduated from college. She becomes an elder in 30 days. Oh, another one. Okay, we're getting a bump. Very nice. So Beatrice, if I haven't mentioned this already, is pregnant. I think that we saw her in someone else's episode, and I briefly talked about that because she was waddling around. But here she is in all her glory. You may be able to tell from her portrait here, her typical everyday wear is a little bit of like a goth aesthetic. I like this a lot for her. She's been kind of goth ever since she was a teenager, and I think it suits her. She is a knowledge sim, and she does not currently have a secondary aspiration, although I think that she could get one. No, we don't have any aspiration benefit points. That's okay. I've already given her quite a few of the trees, but no secondary yet. Maybe later. Beatrice's favorite hobby is sewing, so I actually have a sewing table somewhere. Or she had one. Oh, here it is. I'm sorry. It's right here in the corner. She's been sewing some pot holders, some teddy bears, some curtains, things like that. I think I'm just going to have her sell these so that she can make a living. Even though she is a knowledge sim, she doesn't currently have the want to get a job, so I'm just going to wait and see. I think it would be a bit counterproductive for her to get a job while she's pregnant anyway, because they're just going to immediately put her on maternity leave. I suppose it'd be a free paycheck, though, because they do pay them to stay home. But, you know, oh well. Actually, does she not have a light? She doesn't have a light in her bedroom, so let me change that real quick. Actually, hold on, I take it back. So this bigger bedroom over here belonged to Benedict, and the reason I had given him the bigger bedroom was because of his relationship with Miranda. I expected her to, like, come over and visit or things like that, but it actually turns out that, you know, they got married pretty quickly. So I'm going to turn the bigger bedroom into Beatrice's, and then the smaller room can be for the baby. Alright, so I just quickly did a little makeover for the bedroom, and I decided to get rid of the green floor because, ew, that was kind of gross. Anyway, so yeah, Beatrice is pregnant, and so some of her current relationships are that she is in love with Hal Capp, and she's in love with Beau Broke. So for as long as I can remember Beatrice's romantic history, she started seeing Hal very early on. I want to say when she was a teenager. Let's go back and look at her earliest memories. And I'm going to try to not spoil who the father is. Okay, she had her very first kiss with Puck Summerdream. I did not remember this at all, but she was rejected for a makeout with him, so he clearly wasn't into it. Puck has always been a bit preoccupied between, like, Hermia and then Lilith, so yeah. And then she kissed Hal for the first time. She fell in love with Hal. They had their first woohoo. So this is when she's still a teenager. Later on, she goes to college, and then, you know, graduates, seemingly nothing much happens, and then she meets Beau somewhere in there, and she actually falls for Beau pretty quickly, and she woohoos with him as well, and she's now in love with him. So I think that she has a decision to make. Beau is still in college as of right now, but I believe he's a senior, so when we go to university next, he should be graduating. Oh, how cute, the two pregnant ladies just talking to each other. and their bellies. But yes, so Hal has graduated and he's living in his own place down, in Pleasant View actually, and we haven't played him yet because I wanted to wait until the next round to start playing with him. I think that's what I was going to do. Same thing for Bottom Summer Dream. She also lives in Pleasant View. Not together, of course. Okay, we just rolled a want to join the medical career. Medicine. Her lifetime want is to become a how do you say this? Prestidigitator. I don't know who can say this. Prestidigitator. Prestidigitator. Okay, I give up. Anyway, that's for the entertainment career, but I really do not see Beatrice wanting to go in the entertainment career. She's pretty shy. She's also very sloppy, active, and serious. So I really couldn't see that for her. But you know, I could see her in the medical career. I'm going to check. She does have a college degree, so I'm just going to see what her major was because I cannot remember to save my life. Oh, never mind. She can't see it there. Okay. Oh, alright. We gotta wait. Okay. Try again. Put it somewhere she can see it. There we go. And mathematics. Okay, that's not what I was expecting. I was just looking up to see what the affiliated careers are with the mathematics major, and medicine is definitely not one of them. However, I think that's okay. It's not like everyone gets a job that is affiliated with their major. Sometimes life happens, things change. Now, you know, if you're going into the medicine career, you likely would have gone to school specifically for that. So does it break a little bit of like some realism? Yes, but you may know this by now that I'm not an extremely realistic player, so it's actually fine. We're just going to get her a job in the medicine career after she gives birth. And I have a ACR adjuster here. We're going to do the pregnancy scanner. Lucy's pregnant for 43 hours, that's nice, and Beatrice is pregnant for 31 hours. For some reason, I was under the impression she was going to be having twins, but I suppose I was mistaken. Maybe I'm thinking of someone else. But you know what? That's even better because I don't know that a single mother right now could handle twins. That probably would not be a good idea. So this is a really kind of, if I'm being honest, it's a little ugly, this apartment. It's a lot of green tones. At first I think I was into it, but now I'm like, what was I thinking? But we'll go with the story. She doesn't have a lot of money, and so maybe this apartment was already mildly furnished and she just had to go to IKEA and get some furniture. I want to say that this couch was like maybe at a thrift store or she found it in a garage sale or something, because just look at it. It's very 60s, it's very fun. Beatrice is helping herself to some breakfast. I see here that she also has the wand to woohoo in bed, so who she's going to call for this woohoo, I don't know. As of this moment in time, I'm still unsure who the father is, and it's nice that I don't remember because it's going to be a little bit of a surprise who the father is going to be. I do have the child support mod, so the child support mod could come in at any time and ruin that for me, but I'm going to try. If there's any cash sounds and then a notification, that's probably the child support, and I'm just going to have to close it before I really read it. Oh, and we burnt it. Okay, I think it's a pancake, actually. Well, Beatrice, you tried. She doesn't have very high skills in anything. Yeah, it's pretty low for cooking, so she did her best, but I'm not going to let her eat that because I don't want a pregnant sim to get food poisoning. We're going to clean that up and just get some leftovers. It's lunchtime. See what's in the fridge. We have some sandwiches. That'll be good enough. Oh, Lucy, no one invited you to spend the night, my dear. You can leave. Thank you so much. So in terms of who her other friends are, Beatrice is very close with Lucy, so I'm assuming that's why she was visiting. She's also very close with her brother and her father and her aunt Bianca, and best friends with Bottom and Hal. It's ironic that she is best friends with Bottom and in love with Hal, because I have mentioned this before, that Hal and Bottom have actually had something going on for quite some time. Now, are they in love at this exact moment? I can't remember, but I want to say that they at least have history together. And then, of course, Beau. We're friends with Mary Sue, which is so funny to me. I don't know when that happened. And then we're friends with her sister-in-law Miranda and their brother Damon. So Damon... Oh, I'm sorry. Damon's not their brother. Damon is their cousin. Sometimes I have to go and look at the family tree, guys. So yeah, her siblings are Benedict and Bruno, and now Benito, who Benito was born last time we were playing with Antonio, so that video is up there if you guys want to go check that out. And Bruno is the love child of Antonio and Titania's summer dream, which is super fun. We're just going to take care of some of Beatrice's needs. Not much is going on, especially because she's pregnant. We just kind of have to focus on taking care of her. And also she doesn't have a job, so she doesn't have any responsibilities to worry about. I do think that I am going to allow her to make a booty call. Now, if she happens to invite the sim over who is not the father of her child, I mean, it's not like they'll actually have a reaction, but I just wonder what that's going to turn out like. So we're going to make a booty call, and I'm just going to see who she picks. It's a 50-50 chance that it's going to be Beau or Hal. Oh, it's Beau. Okay. Let's see what her chemistry's like with them. Oh, wow. Okay, so that makes things much simpler. So she has maximum chemistry with Beau. Oh, maybe I should have had her change out of her pajamas. She has maximum chemistry with Beau, whereas with Hal she only has 1 bolt of chemistry. So yeah, usually whenever I am picking who I want my Sims to wind up with, I do use the chemistry as a large factor. Oh no, it looks like he's got a different hair. I don't know if I like this one for him. I like this hair, but I don't know if I like it for him. So this is Beau. We haven't gotten to see him yet in any of our episodes, I don't believe, because like I was saying, he is in university still. So we're going to have to go to college after downtown to play with him, and I'm pretty sure he's going to graduate. Now, are they going to be able to get up these stairs? Okay, looks like they're doing it. Wow, I think this apartment needs an elevator. And they're just going to assume go to the bed and do their thing. That's going to satisfy one of Beatrice's wants. And they're just going to go right for it. Alright. Enjoy. I think that Beatrice is probably going to fall asleep immediately after because she's very tired. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Wow, she satisfied the want and then immediately rolled it again. So either that was not good enough or it was so good that she wants another. I don't know. Oh, she didn't go to sleep. She wants to entertain Beau with an inside joke, so we're going to do that. I really do like them together so much. I am strongly hoping, look at this, I'm really hoping that it is Beau's child because I would love an excuse to get them together. Not that it would be an excuse, but it would be a good reason to choose Beau over Hal. So I'm just going to satisfy a bunch of her wants since she's rolling them for Beau. And then I'm probably going to send her to take a nap before it gets to be too much later. I'm going to do a little dance. Apparently. Oh wow. And she wants to talk, but the phone is ringing, so we're gonna go see who's calling. I do believe we're gonna be able to see the birth of this child during this round, considering she's gonna get 1 more bump. And we're playing, it's Friday, I forgot to mention that. Just like with all of the other households, we're starting with Friday, and we'll be playing until Sunday at 6 a.m. And if it's like she's gonna give birth at Sunday at 7 a.m., I'm probably going to stay because I really want to see this baby. I'll do my best. So Amin Warner is calling. He is the resident bartender. He calls a lot of my Sims. I think he's lonely. I think he just wants a friend, but I'm not interested, Amin. I'm sorry. Okay, so I actually am gonna have her take a shower and go to bed. She'll probably wake up sometime in the middle of the night, so we'll just come back whenever she wakes up. Alright, so it's midnight and Beatrice has just woken up. I didn't intend for her to get fully rested. I thought about waking her up earlier so that she would still go to bed and sleep through the night, but let's just say, you know, the pregnancy is kind of inducing some insomnia for her. She's thinking a lot about that woohoo and about Beau. Unfortunately, when she woke up, I didn't lock in the want to woohoo again, so she re-rolled, and now it's a lot of hobby-related things, and that's okay. Like I said, I do want her to focus on her sewing so that she can maybe even start to design some clothes and just kind of make some money off of that, considering she probably isn't going to get the job in the medicine career until well after the baby's born. I like to keep my Sims home for the first couple of days after a baby is born. The game automatically gives you a maternity leave anyway, but I purposely keep them home until the baby's at least a toddler. And then I try to decide if this is the type of Sim that would go to work and just hire a nanny, or if they would rather stay home while the baby's a toddler as well. So that's just a lot of words to say I'm not sure when she's going to get the job. Okay. So she actually has the wants to sew right now, so we're going to maybe make many. Oh wow, she can already make outfits. So you know what, I wonder if I had her make her outfit. Not this one. The outfit that she's wearing in her portrait. I think that, now that I'm thinking about that, I think she did. So, over here in the corner, there's no light, and it's kind of sad, and I feel like you need to have lighting so that you can see what you're doing when you're sewing. So I'm gonna maybe install like a work lamp or something. Maybe something like that. It looks kind of crazy. I don't know. If anything, I'll just put a ceiling light, because you know what? I'm realizing now the only ceiling light that was in this entire apartment was in the kitchen and the bathroom. So I'm gonna fix that. Alright, so we're going to maybe make a... she already has a teddy bear. The quilt would be nice because I bet she could sell it for a lot, but it costs so much to make, and there is a chance she'll mess it up, and then she'd have to sell it at a loss. So I suppose we'll just do a wide curtain. She has a skinny one. I take it back. We're gonna make a teddy bear. She already has one in her inventory, but maybe we'll make this one to sell. Let's make a blue little bear Boo. And it's 2 o'clock in the morning, so I guess that this is just how she's gonna spend her evening. Okay, so little bear Boo is finished and went directly into her inventory. That satisfied her want to sew a project. I'm going to sell the blue one, and she got 80 simoleons off of that, so that's not bad. Not bad at all. She also wants to blog and things like that, but I just realized that she doesn't have a computer, and she only has 1,098 simoleons, so I'm not comfortable buying her a computer at this moment in time, especially since the baby's about to be here, and I want to make sure that we have enough money for the baby. Oh, so I was just kind of speeding through because nothing much was happening, and Beatrice just got her second bump. So I believe that puts her somewhere, yeah, 50 hours into the pregnancy. And you know, they give birth at 75. So at some point, either late Saturday night or early Sunday morning, we'll be giving birth. And honestly, that's just the thing that I'm most excited for, is just to see what this baby's going to look like, if it's a boy or a girl, and who is the father. Now, it's not that Beatrice probably wouldn't know who the father is, because her most recent woohoo, according to her memories, is Beau Broke. Of course, once you woohoo with a sim once, you could woohoo with them again. It won't give you a memory for it every time, just the first time. So that doesn't mean to say that after she woohooed with Beau that she didn't go back and also woohoo with Hal. So there's really no telling. Maybe Beatrice knows. It's really just a surprise for me. Alright, so it's 5 o'clock in the morning and her energy is just going down enough, but she can't go to sleep yet. Let's see. There we go. We're gonna send her to bed. I want her to wake up in the morning feeling energized and possibly go out somewhere, or maybe because she's so pregnant, she'll just have someone come visit her. Oh, there's a fight happening upstairs between... What? Between Marissa Capp? Oh, Marissa Capp. Okay, I see. Marissa Bendette is her maiden name, used to live in this apartment. Okay, yeah, and I see here, the game thinks that she still lives here, but you may recall from when we were in our Veronaville rotation that, oh gosh, I'm sorry, I can't get up here. Marissa married Tybalt Capp. She doesn't live here anymore. So I'm going to have to fix that. I'll probably just delete her, and I think that it will automatically get rid of her. But her and Kennedy Cox have been fighting. Kennedy is so mean and Marissa is so mean, so of course they're not getting along. So I just deleted Marissa, so the game should automatically populate a different townie or whoever to come live in this apartment. I'm glad that I noticed that. Okay, good morning. So we're awake and she's coming to relax on the bed that's in here. I'm gonna go ahead and just sell this so they can go ahead and have some more money for when the baby gets here. And we're going to take care of some needs. I'm gonna have her get dressed and invite someone over. I feel like it's kind of sad for her to just be here alone all day, every day, but I don't want to send her to a community lot because she's so into her, like, far along in her pregnancy, that is. I don't know if it would even let me, and I also am worried that with my community lot time mod that it would mess something up with when it's calculating for her to give birth. So, anyway, we're just going to invite a sim over to have some socialization. Beau was just here last night, but maybe it would be nice for her to invite over, like, her father and her brother, like, you know, her family would come and see her while she's pregnant, make sure she's doing well, right? At least you would think so. Antonia wants to bring a friend as well. I'll say yes. 9 times out of 10 for me, they're just bring a townie that I'm not interested in befriending, but I guess we'll see. And we'll wait until Antonio gets here. So Beatrice actually did just get some child support. Unfortunately, there is no way, at least not one that I know of, that I can turn off the child support for pregnant Sims. But I was very quick and I tried not to look at who the name was, so I think that I just barely got away with it. Okay, Antonio's down here. I expected him to come up the stairs, but it looks like he brought Alejandro Downey. And yes, this is a townie, but also Alejandro, if I'm not mistaken, if this is the same Alejandro. Let me see. He is, yes, I was checking to see if he had a ring. Alejandro Downey is now the fiance of Kent Capp, so that's fun. Kind of strange that he would be hanging out with a Monty, though. But what are you gonna do? Oh no, they're blocking the stairs. Okay, now we have to go all the way down, and it started raining. Bless her heart, she's waddling. Okay. So, it's nice to see you. Oh, he goes straight into talking to her belly. How freaking cute is that? This will be Antonio's second grandchild, because, you know, his first grandchild is Benedict's daughter with Miranda. I forgot her name for a second. And it's actually really funny because Antonio just had a baby with his new wife, so Beatrice's youngest brother, Benito, is going to be barely any older than her own child, which is nice. It just happens like that sometimes. I think I was talking about that in the last episode, or one of my older episodes, where a lot of my Sims keep having kids even when they're like close to being an elder, and then like their adult children are having babies, and it's like everyone starts to be the same age. I forget who's cousins versus who's aunts and uncles, but we try. Alright, she wants to influence Antonio to serve a meal, and I'm so into that because, you know, he is a professional chef. Hopefully he'll say yes, and hopefully it will work, because sometimes I do use my influence points to influence Sims, and see, they'll agree to it, but then he might go upstairs and get distracted. She's like, hey, Dad, I almost called him Antonio. She's like, hey, Dad, I'm hungry, and, like, you know, I'm pregnant, I have these cravings, and I'm not a very good cook. Could you maybe make me something? And I'm sure Antonio, being a professional chef, maybe cooking for people is like his love language, and he would love nothing more than to make his pregnant daughter some food. No! I knew that was going to happen. Something weird always happens. He went to go cook a dish that we don't have ingredients for. He was trying to make a fish dish, and we don't have fish. Why would you do that, Antonio? Why would you do that? Okay, well, anyway, you know what? We tried, and it did cost influence points. You don't get them back if the influence, like, activity isn't performed, which is a shame. But you know what? We'll just pretend, like, she changed her mind. Or better yet, I actually have a better idea, I'm sorry. I'll just make Antonio selectable, and I'll just control him to make some food. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. It looks like Antonio was going upstairs. Someone actually cooked hot dogs. I suppose that we could just eat the hot dogs, but I don't know. I think I kind of want Antonio to cook something for her. Serve lunch? Instant meal? Do we not have groceries? Hold on. They just moved in, so there's no way they're already out of groceries. Maybe it's just borked. Yeah, we have a lot of food. Okay, that's strange. It must be like a behavior with the apartments. I don't know. I guess we're just eating hot dogs today, guys. So I don't know which one he's coming to eat. We'll come up here and eat with him. This is such a high building that, you know, your camera kind of like can't figure out where it wants to go. I'll be bouncing in and out a little bit. And this is the rooftop hangout for this apartment complex. It's kind of nice. I have the in-game music turned off right now so that we don't have to hear, like, the radio. It kind of kills me when you have, like, a public stereo in these apartment complexes because a townie will always come... Okay, what? Hold on. What is going on right here? Alejandro's making some moves. Anyway, what I was saying is that sometimes the townies will come in and turn on the stereo at all hours of the night, and I get tired of hearing it, so... This is a heartwarming lunch between Beatrice and Antonio, little rooftop hot dogs. You know what, you can't go wrong. He's probably talking to her about Benito. Beatrice hasn't had the opportunity to go and meet Benito yet. Oh, yes she has. Yes she has. I forgot. So they're probably talking about, like, you know, I see him talking about burglars and law, so I wonder if Antonio's telling her that he doesn't feel safe with Beatrice living downtown all by herself. It was probably different for him whenever Beatrice and Benedict were going to live here together, but now he's concerned that, you know, especially now that she's about to have a baby, he thinks that maybe she should move back to Veronaville. I bet that's on his mind. And she's probably telling him, like, she feels safe, you know, there's, you know, not that many criminals, not that much crime happening in this part of town. Antonio, of course, as a father, would probably agree to disagree. yeah, they just keep talking about that. And then maybe she's talking to him a little bit about wanting to get a job in the medicine career. She's like, Dad, like, I know that I've not been working since I got out of college, but now that, you know, this baby's about to be here, I'm thinking a lot about how I want to spend my time, like what kind of career I want to get into. I don't want to be a stay-at-home mother. They are really into this crime topic right now. But anyway, and so I'm sure that Antonio would perfectly endorse, like, his daughter's ambitions to become a doctor or a nurse, whatever she chooses to do. So that's nice. Antonio has like a decent amount of money, if I'm not mistaken, so it could always come down to the fact, like, if Beatrice is struggling for money, especially once the baby is born, she could always ask her father for help. I really see him as like a nice guy, a nice father. I don't think that he would be the type to be like, oh, you have to take care of that yourself. So at least she has her father to fall back on too. So on that note, it is 3 p.m. and she's coming down. She's going to clean her hot dog plate. And we're probably just going to take care of some needs once again. And how close are we? We are 61 hours away from this baby. Or wait, no. She's 61 hours pregnant, not 61 hours away. And she's going to be giving birth tonight. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And once again, even though it's mid-afternoon, her needs just tank so quickly that she really needs to lay down and take a nap. Instead of sending her to bed, I'll just have her take a nap on the couch for a little while. This is probably going to make Antonio leave, or she's going to wake up because of the phone. Okay, Alejandra's leaving. I can't believe how late it is. It's 4:45. That's odd. Oh my gosh. Of course it's Amin again. Am I going to have to ban him from calling? Like, as in, am I going to have to delete him? I don't know what that's about. So Antonio and Beatrice are just having a really lovely day together. Like I said, they are extremely close. Their relationship is as high as it could possibly go. And that's very nice. Oh no, I just realized something horrible. She has 2 bolts of chemistry with Kennedy Cox. Kennedy is strictly off limits for my other Sims, unless they so choose to go out with him. But Kennedy is the father of Chloe Curious's twins, Gabe and Ella. So they were the video before last. And listen, it's not that I have anything against Kennedy, but I really would prefer if he didn't continue procreating with my Sims in the neighborhood. Maybe she wants to make another project, by the way, so maybe we'll make something for a toddler. Oh, that'd be nice, like if she goes ahead and starts making clothes for the baby. Now, ooh, maybe I should wait though, because I don't know if it's going to be a boy or a girl, so I take it back. We're going to make a outfit for, let's make something for Antonio, just as a gift. So the thing about making your own clothes with the sewing machine is that it actually just lets you choose from the entire clothing catalog that you have. So it's going to have to load up thumbnails for all of my custom content and default replacements. Hopefully it is able to do that without crashing because it's taking quite a long time. Oh, here it is. Alright. And then so if I go to male, he is a male adult. So yeah, I'll just pick something in here. There are some outfits I know that are specific to the sewing machine, but I don't know if there's like an outfit like that for every age group or if it's just, you know, like one for an adult. Like, I don't really know. I've never really used this all that much aside from with Beatrice here. I'm trying to find maybe like a nice suit or something that I think Antonio would wear. Not that I don't like the suit he's already wearing, but I'm not sure. What would a Monty wear for a new everyday outfit? Not this. I have a lot of the holiday clothes unlocked now, so that's what all that is for. I think this is like the Father Time outfit. And I'm not seeing anything, honestly. It's hard to choose an outfit for a sim when you already kind of have the perfect one on them. Like, it's at this point where I can't really see Antonio wearing anything else besides a suit. So maybe something like this. Yeah, that's all I have. So I like to think that red is kind of Antonio's color, but maybe let's make him something like green. Here lies your own customized clothing born of a creative mind and fast fingers, fresh fabric, and nimble needles. Wear it proud. I'm going to call this For Antonio, because I don't know. I guess I should have called it like For Dad, but it's okay. it's really cool. Once they finish the outfit, they lay it on the floor and it looks like a stack of like folded clothes, and then you can click on it and I think it gives you an option to put it in your wardrobe or something like that. So that's what we'll do. Okay, so we have finished the outfit. It will appear in Bianca's inventory. I did forget that she was so tired. Yeah, it looks like this. So just a little pile of folded clothes. You could click on it and click add to wardrobe. Oh, or she could sell it. But I wanted to give it to him as a gift. Just kind of like Beatrice's way of saying thank you to her father for supporting her, and like emotionally, not financially, but and for just being a good dad. They have a really good relationship, so I love that for them. That's very sweet. But now, unfortunately, we do have to say goodbye. He would leave after she goes to sleep anyway, and I know you're very tired. I know. I would have loved for someone to be able to be here when she gives birth, but maybe it's just one of those things that she's gonna have to do alone. Alright, it's Sunday at 5 a.m., so like just 1 hour away from when I would typically end the round, and I'm pretty sure this is it. Yep. Alright, we're having a baby. Again, like, I find it so sad that she's alone, but maybe she wasn't ready and she didn't know who to call at 5 o'clock in the morning to come help with the labor. I'm very excited to see if it's a boy or a girl. It's a boy! Oh my goodness, it's a boy. She's having a son. Oh wow, okay. So just from the back of his head, I can tell he has the same skin tone as either Hal or Beau. I think that Hal and Beau have the same skin tone though, so that's not really an indicator. Oh, he has black hair and deep blue eyes. And what color are Beatrice's eyes? They're brown. She has brown eyes. Oh my goodness! Okay. Alright, so just from looking at him, I'm not really sure who the father could be because the boy got Beatrice's hair color. Hal has brown hair and Beau has blonde hair. I think Beau has blue eyes. Of course, just from memory, I have no idea what color Hal's eyes are. Alright, but look at that. And also, this is the very cute outfit I was talking about. I'm glad that we got to see it because I absolutely love it for her. Oh my gosh, okay, what are we gonna name the baby? I have to think about this. So according to my notes, the last baby that was born in the Uberhood was actually Benito, Beatrice's little brother. I don't know if that's accurate. I'm racking my brain really hard, but I think maybe it is, because I'm usually pretty good about writing down every time that my Sims have a new baby. So if that's the case, then the letter that we would be naming this baby with would be the letter C. So let me go see if I can find a C name. Alright, so I have decided we are going to be naming this baby Caden because I just liked it and I was looking around for a while and I couldn't find anything else. I realized we already have so many babies born in this hood that were born to my pre-mades. Caden is actually the 52nd baby to be born in the Uberhood. And that's absolutely wild to me. We're already above the 50s. And that's not including children that have been adopted. So yeah, Caden Monty will be his name for now. And I'm really dying to find out who the father is. I don't know if I can wait. But I'm going to quickly give Caden a little nursery over here. And then what I think I'll do is I'll just use like the Sim Blender or something so I can look at... Or no, I don't think I even have to do that. I can just look at the family tree to see who the father is. And we'll just say when I do that that was Beatrice's way of maybe using a paternity test or something. I don't know. I'm not sure how I'm going to roll with that. But anywho, let's do the nursery first. Alrighty, so I just got a very tiny little nursery going. Not much in here yet. I didn't want to go overboard and spend too much money, so Beatrice is now down to 527 simoleons. And it's a very simple, like, black and blue nursery. I like to think that this is kind of how Beatrice would want to decorate her child's nursery. Very simple with very cute colors, and definitely black, because that's what I assume to be Beatrice's favorite color. Anyway, so now it is time for the grand reveal. We are going to go feed a bottle to Caden, of course, and we are going to check the family tree, so drum roll please. We're going over here. We're just going to say that maybe Beatrice has put 2 and 2 together on like the timeline between who she woohooed with and who the father will be of her baby. So family tree, click on Caden. Oh, thank goodness. Is it bad that I'm relieved? So Caden's father is Beau Broke. So Beau has not even graduated university yet, and he's already a father. This could go one of two ways. It could be great, and, you know, Beau can just move in as soon as he graduates and maybe even get married if they choose to. Or it could be terrible because perhaps Beau is not ready for this type of, I don't want to say he's afraid of commitment, but, you know, being as young as Beau is, would he really want to go ahead and start being a father? Because he probably had the idea he was going to get out of college and get a job and work his way up. Oh boy, that's a lot to think about. It is a lot to think about. So anyway, Beau and Beatrice are now the proud parents of Caden, and I'll let Caden keep the last name Monty for the time being. I don't see any reason to go ahead and change it to Caden Broke, unless, like, if things do work out, if Beau moves in and they get married, or, you know, if Beau decides that he does indeed want to be a father, which I think that he will, but it's hard to say right now. In that case, then he will become Caden Broke, because I just would like that a lot. Yeah, that's basically it, guys. It's now 6 a.m. on Sunday, and we don't have any reason to stay. We've done everything we were going to do, and I know that was probably a very quick episode because we never left the home lot, and we kind of spent the most of it just taking care of a pregnant sim, but that's how it goes. Once again, I'm just so thrilled about baby Caden. I'm very happy that the father is Beau. Nothing is wrong with Hal, but I kind of had a story building in my head that I really wanted to see too for Beau and Beatrice, especially with that maximum chemistry. I think they're gonna be alright. I think they're gonna be perfect together. So, sun is rising. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for today's episode. I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you haven't already, please feel free to like and subscribe so that you can catch more content. The next video that we're gonna be having is gonna be the last episode in downtown. It's going to be starring Sandy Broody, who is now a playable sim in my Uberhood because she had a baby with none other than Tank Grunt. So that's going to be fun. She's a romance sim. She's living on her own downtown. I'm thinking it's going to be slightly more eventful because, to my knowledge, Sandy isn't pregnant, and we're going to get to play around with her. And then after that, we'll be moving on to University, where we currently have 3 playable sims, and then we're also going to be adding some sims that have moved to college since then. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!